Please like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps the channel. All right, so ready for a deep dive?
Always.
Today, it's into a story that's both fascinating and tragic, The silent twins.
Yeah.
June and Jennifer Gibbons.
Yeah.
You sent in some excerpts from that long-form article, and wow, what a story. Imagine, identical twins, but for years, they refused to speak to anyone except each other.
It's really
Created their own secret language.
Yeah, it's a case that just makes you think, about the boundaries of human connection and the mysteries of identity.
Exactly. And it gets even more, mysterious, because their lives were filled with these strange, synchronicities, almost like a shared destiny unfolding. And then it all kind of culminates in this tragic pact where one twin seems to choose to die,
Right.
so the other can live freely.
And it raises so many questions. I mean, was it supernatural? Was it a shared delusion?
Right, or something we can't even grasp. That's what we're here to explore. Let's start with their early life. June and Jennifer were born in Barbados in 1963, but their family later moved to Wales. Can you imagine being the only black children in your school, facing that constant bullying and isolation?
It's heartbreaking to even think about that kind of early experience of racism and exclusion. It could have profoundly shaped how they saw the world, almost like pushing them to create their own world.
Right.
A world where only they belonged.
Yeah, and it seems like even as infants, they were unusually close, almost inseparable, like their bond was already solidifying in those early years.
Yeah, there are reports of them just being fascinated with each other, right? From a very young age.
Yeah.
Almost as if they saw themselves reflected in the other twins. And that reflection became their primary focus.
It's almost like they were retreating into this shared silence, and then they found their voice, but not in the way you'd expect. They began to write. They poured their experiences and emotions into stories.
Yeah, in their teen years, writing became their shared passion. But their stories, they weren't typical teenage fare,
Right.
They were dark, often violent, with themes of isolation, obsession, and tragic endings.
When I was reading through their work, it struck me how those themes mirrored their own struggles.
Yeah.
They were trying to process their feelings of being trapped, not just by their bond, but by the society that ostracized them.
Yeah, it's a powerful example of how art can be this form of self-expression, a way to work through trauma and difficult emotions. And they yearned for recognition, right? For someone outside their closed world to see them.
To understand them.
To understand
They
them.
desperately wanted to be published, to break free from their isolation
Yeah.
through their writing.
And when that recognition didn't come, it seems to have intensified their feelings of alienation, right? Their frustration and anger just began to spill over from fiction into reality.
And that's where things take a darker turn.
Right.
They went from writing about crime to actually committing it.
Yeah.
Engaging in arson and vandalism, even theft.
Yeah, these acts, which, they escalated in their late teens, can be seen as cries for help, a way to exert some control over their lives and force the world to pay attention.
And the incident that ultimately landed them in the psychiatric facility was the burning down of a tractor store.
Yeah, it was a reckless act, and it had serious consequences.
Of course.
They were deemed a danger to themselves and others and confined to Broadmoor, a high-security institution.
Their diaries from this period are just heartbreaking. You can feel their desperation, their longing for freedom, and just the deepening complexity of your bond.
Yeah, it's within the walls of Broadmoor that their relationship takes on this even more unsettling dimension. Psychiatrists observe this clear power dynamic, Jennifer emerging as the dominant twin, often controlling June's actions and decisions. It was as if their shared identity was fracturing, creating this toxic tension within their bond.
And then there's that chilling line from June's diary. We have become fatal enemies in each other's eyes. How do you even begin to understand a relationship that's so deeply intertwined, yet filled with such animosity?
It's a paradox. It's at the heart of their story. They were two halves of a whole, yet they were also individuals struggling for autonomy within that whole. And it's a tension that played out in their lives in this tragic and ultimately fatal way.
And that's not all. There's also this strange phenomenon of mirrored illnesses, right?
Right.
Whenever one twin fell ill, the other would develop the same symptoms. It was as if their bodies were as connected as their minds.
It really challenges our understanding of traditional medicine and psychology, right? It points to a connection that goes beyond the physical, blurs the lines between individual experience and shared reality.
And that shared reality leads us to one of the most unsettling chapters of their story. The belief that one of them had to die for the other to truly live.
It's a belief that emerges gradually, taking root in their shared isolation and deepening during their time at Broadmoor. Their diaries hint at this, like growing conviction, particularly on Jennifer's part.
It's like they saw their intense bond as a prison, and the only way to break free was through death. What do you think was driving this belief? I mean, was it a shared delusion, something more sinister?
That's a question that has puzzled experts for decades. Their isolation, their shared trauma, the power dynamics within their relationship, all these factors likely played a role in shaping this tragic belief.
It's almost like they were constructing a narrative, right?
Yeah.
A story where one of them had to become a martyr for the other to achieve true freedom.
And what's fascinating is that this narrative seems to have bled into their reality. On the day they were being transferred to a less secure facility, Jennifer turned to June and whispered, "I'm gonna die soon."
Oh, wow. Those words are like chilling in retrospect, considering what happened next.
Yeah, during the transfer, Jennifer suddenly collapsed and died. She was only 29.
It's almost too eerie, too perfectly aligned with their pact. And what's even stranger is that the autopsy revealed no clear cause of death. They found inflammation of the heart, but no signs of infection or any obvious reason for her sudden collapse.
Yeah, it's a medical mystery that adds another layer to this already complex case. Some experts have pointed to the possibility of stress-induced cardiomyopathy, also known as broken heart syndrome. The immense emotional strain of their situation, the anticipation of separation, it's possible that this triggered a physical response in Jennifer.
That makes sense, especially considering their history of mirrored illnesses. But the timing of her death on the very day of their transfer feels almost deliberate.
It does raise the question, did Jennifer somehow will herself to die? Was there a subconscious force at play, a manifestation of their shared belief? These are questions that science may never be able to answer definitively.
And then there's the most striking consequence of Jennifer's death. June began speaking normally for the first time in years. It's as if the silence that had bound them for so long was finally broken.
It's a dramatic shift that seems to confirm their belief that one twin had to die for the other to be truly free. June herself said, "I'm free at last, liberated, and at last Jennifer has given up her life for me."
It's a statement that's both heartbreaking and deeply unsettling. It speaks to the power of their bond, but also to the tragic cost of their shared delusion. So how do we make sense of all this? What are some of the theories that have been proposed to explain this complex and tragic case?
Well, there are several, each offering a different lens through which to view their story. One of the most common is shared psychosis, or folie à deux, where two closely related individuals share the same delusion. It's a rare condition, but it fits certain aspects of their case, their shared belief, their mirrored illnesses. It's possible that their intense bond facilitated a shared psychotic state.
That's a really interesting idea. So it's not just about one twin influencing the other, but a kind of feedback loop where their shared reality becomes distorted.
Exactly, but then there's the theory of extreme twin telepathy. The idea that their connection extended beyond psychology, that Jennifer somehow willed herself to die.
That's a compelling theory, especially considering the timing of Jennifer's death and their history of synchronicities. It's like their bond was so strong it transcended physical limitations.
It's a fascinating idea, but one that's difficult to prove scientifically. We have to consider the possibility that there was a medical explanation we just haven't uncovered yet. Some experts have suggested there might have been an undiagnosed condition or a medical error at Broadmoor that contributed to Jennifer's death.
And we can't overlook the power dynamic between the twins. As you mentioned earlier, Jennifer seemed to be the dominant one, often controlling June's actions. Could that have played a role in Jennifer's death?
It's a theory that some researchers have explored. The idea is that Jennifer's dominance might have led June to internalize a need for Jennifer's death, perhaps even triggering a subconscious psychosomatic response. It's a dark thought, but their diaries do hint at a toxic dynamic, a struggle for control and autonomy within their bond.
It's almost like their relationship became a self-fulfilling prophecy, with Jennifer's desire for freedom leading to her own demise and June's eventual liberation.
And then there's the idea that their relationship resembled a cult, with Jennifer as the leader and June as the follower, and Jennifer's death as the final act of their shared narrative.
It's a chilling thought, but it does highlight the extreme codependency and distorted reality they inhabited. But it's important to remember that their story isn't just about their individual psychology, right?
Right.
It's also about the society they lived in, a society that failed to understand and support them.
Absolutely. Their isolation as Black children in a predominantly white community, the racism they face, the lack of understanding from the mental health system, all these factors contributed to their tragedy. Their story is a stark reminder of how societal forces can shape individual lives, often with devastating consequences.
It makes you wonder how their lives might have been different if they had received the support and acceptance they needed.
It's a question that underscores the importance of understanding mental health, especially within marginalized communities. We need to be more aware of the subtle ways that prejudice and exclusion can impact mental well-being, and how crucial it is to provide support and resources to those who are struggling.
It's a message that resonates deeply, especially in light of the Silent Twins' tragic fate. Their story is a reminder that we need to do better, to create a world where individuals like June and Jennifer can find the help and understanding they deserve.
Their case is a powerful testament to the complexities of human connection, the interplay of individual psychology and societal forces, and the enduring power of mystery. It's a story that continues to challenge us to think differently about identity, connection, and the fragility of the human experience.
And it's a story that stays with you long after you hear it. It makes you question what you think you know about the human mind, about the nature of reality itself.
It's a story that reminds us that even in the face of overwhelming evidence, some mysteries may never be fully solved. The Silent Twins may be gone, but their story continues to echo, prompting us to delve deeper into the mysteries of the human condition.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from their early childhood to the theories surrounding Jennifer's death. And while we may never have all the answers, their story serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of empathy, understanding, and the need to address systemic issues that contribute to suffering.
It's a story that compels us to look beyond the surface, to see the individuals behind the headlines, and to recognize the profound impact of societal forces on our lives.
And if this deep dive has left you with more questions than answers, you're not alone. The Silent Twins continue to captivate and baffle even the experts. If you're interested in learning more, I highly recommend revisiting that long-form article you sent in. It's a truly fascinating read that offers a deeper exploration of their lives and the complexities of their case.
It's a reminder that sometimes the most compelling stories are the ones that leave us with more questions than answers.
Well, that's it for our deep dive into the world of the Silent Twins. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps the channel. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep the curiosity alive.
Yeah, it's amazing, how their story can be so tragic, but also kind of inspiring at the same time.
It really is. It reminds you that even when facing so much adversity, even confined by silence or societal barriers, the human spirit can still find ways to express itself.
Their writing, as dark as it was a testament to their creativity, their desire to connect, to be heard. It's interesting to consider how their writing might have evolved if they had gotten the support and recognition they so desperately wanted.
Yeah, maybe their stories would have taken on a different tone, reflecting a shift toward healing and hope.
Or maybe their shared voice would have found other outlets beyond the confines of their own private world.
It's a good reminder that nurturing creativity, especially for those facing challenges, can be such a powerful force for good. For positive change.
And their story really highlights the importance of not just recognizing, but really understanding the complexities of mental health.
Especially when those struggles are intertwined with issues of identity and trauma and societal injustice.
The Silent Twins case just makes us look deeper, ask more questions, and challenge our own assumptions about human behavior and connection.
It really is a story that stays with you, It makes you think about your own experiences, your own relationships, the ways you interact with the world.
It's a reminder that even in silence, there are stories waiting to be heard, lessons waiting to be learned.
And maybe by listening more closely, by approaching these complex issues with empathy and understanding, we can start to create a world where tragedies like theirs are less likely to happen.
A world where silence is met with compassion, where the power of human connection is used to uplift and heal rather than confine and destroy.
This has been quite a deep dive into the world of the Silent Twins, a real journey into the depths of human connection, the mysteries of the mind, and the power of storytelling.
Their story is a testament to the complexities of the human experience. It's a story that will continue to fascinate and challenge us for years to come.
If you're interested in learning more, I definitely encourage you to go back and reread that article you sent in. It's a fascinating read that I'm sure will leave you with even more questions and insights.
And remember, sometimes the most valuable lessons come from the stories that leave us searching for answers.
Well, that's it for our deep dive into the world of the Silent Twins. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps the channel. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep the curiosity alive.